What's going on, traders? This is my second attempt at this video. I just tried to do a video, like I just did a whole like 25-minute video, and I'm like accidentally trying to edit it, deleted like all of it. That's why I don't do editing, you guys. I'm gonna stick to trading. And yeah, how's all my traders? How's everybody? Got a few questions. I was gonna do a watch list right now since the market's about to close. I said might as well do it with my subs, since I always get a lot of people who ask me how to make a watch list. And today is gonna be a little different, you guys. I don't talk about this a lot to you guys, but I always talk about this with my students. Is understanding pain levels, right? Understanding pain levels. We have to understand pain levels when it comes to trading. Now, trading is all about psychology, right? It's all about who's what. When you look at your screen, stop looking at these numbers and looking at these, like thinking it's all about numbers. Think about what goes on right behind these numbers. So let's do a little technical analysis, which I like to put a little psychological, however you say that word, analysis in there, right? Not too good with that word, but let me show you guys. NEO went all the way from, it was like $3-4. If you can see my videos last year, how much where I used to trade NEO at and how much I made trading NEO, right? So it broke out past $7, right? And then this thing took off, right? And look at the volume that came in, you guys. This thing took off all the way to 16 something. Now it's basically on the backside of the move at $11, right? So what are we waiting for? Honestly, you guys, I'm waiting for old resistance. Old resistance to become new support. Where is that at? $7. Yes, $7. Am I gonna wait for that forever? Maybe. What if it never gets there? And what if it's $8, right? So I'm either waiting for $7 or $8. But I would rather definitely have a better entry at 7, right? But basically, why am I looking for there, you guys? Because it's previous resistance, right? And it becomes new support if it holds there. And the 50 MA is there, if it's still there. If it's at $8, that'll probably even be better. $7 would be kind of better because I would get a better entry. But I'm going to do a little analysis, like I said real fast. Technical analysis, right? Like how, like, let's say this happens, right? We got like a little trend going on right now. Let me get... There we go, there's the market closing, right? Let's say tomorrow it comes down to touch this line, right? Would I buy that there? I wouldn't buy it there, right? I would wait for my $8 for this area right here. But how would I buy that, you guys? I would have to test once, right? Would I buy this right here, you guys? No. That's kind of aggressive. Why? It's still on a downtrend. If I show you this right here, it's still on kind of a downtrend, right? We don't like buying on the downtrend, and it's kind of in a little hidden channel this way, right? So it's kind of still on a downtrend. So let's say it hits 8 and it goes like this, right? Boom. And then it bounces off 8. Would I buy right there, you guys? Forget about the prices right here. Just look at the pattern. Forget about the daily chart. Forget about the time frame. Look at the pattern, right? Let's say it does this, bounces off this. Would you buy there? No. Why? Because it's kind of aggressive and it's still a little risky. Comes back to test, you guys. Would I buy there? Me? Yes. I would probably put on a little starter position right here. Right? Now what I wanted to talk about the video is pain levels, right? Where are these guys in pain at, right? Let's switch the color for a second. Who's pain, right? I'm looking for shorts pain when I'm a long, and I'm looking for longs pain when I'm a short. Now since I want to go long this thing, I want to see where these guys are in pain at, right? So I know there's gonna be shorts over here, right? In pain, right? Let me go back to the yellow really fast. So let's say it gets to my 8, right? Forget about the numbers on the side, you guys, right? And it bounces up and it smacks 9 and comes back to test 8 again. Alright, so back to what we're doing. Would I buy here? Yes, maybe a starter position, right? So let's say it comes up here. Would I be taking profits right here? Maybe. But why, you guys? Because What if it gets never up there again, right? So we're gonna buy here. What if it gets up here and tests again, you guys? What do I have? What would I have there? I would have a triple bottom, right? I would have a triple bottom. Let me move this back. Got one of my neighbors, I guess, if you guys heard that commotion, I don't know if you guys heard that, but my neighbor's dog just went loose, and I don't know who it tried to attack. It tried to attack somebody, and she went running after it. I don't know, it's crazy, but yeah. Sorry about that, you guys, but yeah, let's get back to this. So how will we be buying, you guys? How we be buying Neo again? Remember what we said? We would wait for the let's say this goes like this, and it goes like this. This is where I would put my, and it comes back up. I would put my starter position. I'm not advising you to do this right there, right? Where would be more pain? Right here. Why? Because these shorts right here, they're going to be covering right here. So instead of buying, instead of selling right there, I could sell some of my position. But if it cracks that, I could add on. And how would I add on, you guys? The same way. Has to come back, and previous resistance has to become new support. And boom. That's where I would be adding my third part of the trade, you guys. Like, I know I went off track a little bit, but I hope you guys kind of get it. Let's say I wanted to go short Tesla or something, right? I know it's kind of risky. I don't even want to say that because I don't want to give you guys no ideas. Tesla's on an up run, right? I'm getting a lot of questions about this. I already had a few students ask me about this week. So let's look at Tesla this week, you guys. Tesla's on an uptrend, right? Today had a kind of a down day. The thing is, it's on a kind of a wedge pattern. Let's look at this wedge pattern, right? This is kind of a bullish pattern. Some people like to say it's a flag pattern, wedge pattern, whatever you call it, right? What am I waiting for, Tesla? I'm waiting for a good dip buy, you guys. Let me erase this. But let's say I'm like some of you guys today, and I want to get in Tesla, and I don't want to wait for $1,000 to come back. I'm waiting for a good dip buy, right? So I kind of want to get in as long as it holds and stays above $1,500. So let's say I want to buy the $1,500 breakout. How would I buy the $1,500 breakout? Would I just buy blindly as soon as it breaks $1,500? No. Let's show you. Let's see how we would buy. Let's go to 20 minute. Let's say Tesla does this, you guys. Let's say Tesla goes up tomorrow. This is 1,500 right here, right? Let's say Tesla breaks out 1,500. Let's say, okay, let me go back, sorry. Let's just say, for example, Tesla breaks out tomorrow, right? Let's say we get a little breakout past right here. We get a little nice little $1,500 breakout right there. You guys could kind of see it tested a couple times, right? We get a little breakout right here, right? Let's say it happens pre-market, whatever, it goes up and down pre-market, breaks, even if it doesn't happen pre-market. Let's just say, forget this is pre-market. Let's just say it breaks out, right? And it tested once, and then it tested twice. Would I be buying there? Yes. Why? Because it's still a double bottom. So I would be putting a starter position right there. Like I said on my other video, it looks like a bike when you do it, right? Looks like a little bike. Then where I would be adding on, pain level right there. Why would I be adding on there? Because I know all these shorts that are right here, that shorted right here, and shorted right here, and shorted right here, they're all going to start covering as soon as it crosses this line. $1,600 is another whole mark, right? Some of you traders like to take your profit. So let's say I take my profit at whole, right? Just in case it doesn't break out. But it tests, comes back up here. Tests again. Would I be buying there? Maybe. Somebody like me, you guys, not to try to brag, but after a few years of trading, if you've been trading for a few years, then maybe you could put on a small position right here, right? But if it does this, and it comes back again and tests this, and it does this, which we have a higher high, guess what? I'll be adding onto there. Why? Because it's a higher high. Previous resistance just became new support. And I'll be adding on here. Pain level. Pain. 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 Who's in pain here? The shorts. So I'll be basically selling a little into their pain and holding the rest for them. I hope some of you guys kind of get pain levels. Let's say tomorrow, for example, let's say we wake up and Tesla has a crazy panic, right? How would we buy the panic? How would I dip buy this? Anybody has any ideas? Let me switch the time frame really fast. Anybody got any ideas of how do we dip buy this? Remember the other one we were talking about? Give it a little more space right now, so we could do this drawing. How would I buy this if it came back down, you guys, and just panicked, and I want to get in Tesla? How would I buy this? Okay, Mark, good, dip buy, but how would I dip buy it? Okay. Pain levels. Alright, cool. Let's look at the bigger trend. Remember, you guys, the top-down approach, right? You use the top-down approach. I kind of have a trend line right here, right? If it holds this trend line. So, right? But that's kind of too far away from us, right? Let's see if we have any other little trend lines going on. Maybe we might have a formation of a new trend line, right? So they're about the same. They're almost around the same area, right? So let's say tomorrow we get a panic on Tesla, right? Let's say bad news comes out, Tesla's doing bad, something happened, and we get a panic. The first thing we want to look at the daily range. Tesla has a lot of volatility, so we want to be careful with Tesla, right? But I'm going to be putting my alert for right here. If it never gets there, it never gets there, you guys. Why? Because I know short's target is going to be next support. Next support is going to be in this area, right? And what's that area again? What's that area? Let's say the stock does this. I forgot I had the pen, you guys. So let's say we're looking at a let's actually look at a minute chart. Let's not say it. Let's actually look at it. Let's say we wake up and the stock panics to let's say 1400, you guys, right? Our next support. Two good supports, 1400. And we're watching the tape, and we're watching the tape, and we're watching times and stills. What I want before I dip buy, if I want to dip buy this thing, and if I'm looking at the market and the market's bullish and everything looks good to me, how would I dip buy this, right? It would come down. Forget that this is pre-market right here, right? Just follow the pattern, right? Follow the pattern. Get the pen. It would come down. Smack 1400. Would I buy right there? Anybody has any questions? Anybody has any answers, I mean? Would I buy there? Maybe. Quick scalp, if you're a professional, if you're good with discipline, I would be like, let's say I buy right here, and I'm watching the tape, and I have some support, I would put my stop loss right there, right? And have a target like 2 to 1, 3 to 1, like right here, right? For example. Right? But let's just say, for example, it does this, right? Boom. Comes back up. Smacks resistance. So why don't we want to buy here? Because we don't know. Is this a new support yet or not? We need a better support. So let's say it comes back then. Smacks resistance. It comes back up here. Smacks resistance. Okay, resistance. Comes back down to test. Right here in holes. Would I be buying there? Yes. I would be buying there. Okay, I would put on a starter position right here. starter position, right? And forget about these numbers. Pretend we're just looking at the pattern, right? And they're happening during the day, and I'm looking at a minute chart. And why would I be putting on a starter position, you guys? Because I have resistance right here. I have long-term resistance with this red trend line right here. If I want to extend this, there's resistance right there, right? There's going to be a resistance right there, right? And I have resistance with these guys. How about these guys right here? Who came in and shorted this top right here? They're going to be what? In pain. Remember what I wanted to talk about today? Pain. 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 So what am I going to do? I'm going to buy into their pain. So this is the pain area, right? Pain. So I would put a starter right here, and I would add on right there. If it holds, right? What if I'm scared this might be a fake out? What if I'm scared this might be a fake out? So I'm going to wait till this pain level gets through this pain level, test it, come back to test it, and holds. That's where I'll be putting in the rest of my shares in. Some people like to call it ABC pattern. And that's how you trade a stock like that. You guys kind of get it? And then over here, all these shorts from previous days will be in more pain if it keeps going, if it squeezes. Do we kind of get it, you guys? Mark, yeah, I got you, bro. I'm going to email you later. Do we kind of get it? Let me erase this. Okay, let me do one more really fast since I have a few more minutes, you guys. A lot of people have been asking me about, where is it? Where'd it go? I think was it? Oh, mRNA, there it goes. mRNA. It's been on the news, it's been going crazy, it's been doing COVID, it's just, don't fall for the hype, you guys, okay? Don't fall for the hype. It might pass, it might not. We don't know that yet, right? What are we looking for? Why did it squeeze up here? Let me remove all these drawings. Let's redo this. I was doing this with a student too earlier. What am I looking for on this? Remember the top-down approach, you guys? 3-week weekly. This is basically all-time highs, right? This is basically all-time highs. Gap to fill, broke out. And look at when it broke out here. When it broke out previous highs. Why did it squeeze like that, you guys? Not only the news, but what's the bottom line? Price action, right? And it was squeezed out past this. It's all-time highs. It's bringing attentions. It's hopping up on a lot of people's scanners. Shorts are getting squeezed. All the shorts who are here, guess what they're in now? What are they in? Great, yes, pain, pain. What are we doing? We're buying into their pain, pain. Let me put shorts, pain. So you guys can know who's in pain. Shorts, pain is right there. Okay, shorts, pain. Shorts, pain, you guys. Shorts, pain, okay? Now we got on the bigger chart, okay? Let's say I wanted to buy the breakout, right? And I want to buy the shorts, pain. So how would I buy this? How would I buy this? This is a weekly chart, right? Let's go to a daily just to make sure. Yes, same thing, right? It broke previous high, broke out, right? Shorts, pain, right? If I wanted to trade this today, not to looking in hindsight, right? Well, it would work the same thing if you buy it at 100 or you buy the next breakout. What would I be looking for? Pain levels. Pain, technical analysis plus pain levels, you guys, right? It works, right? And I'm not guaranteeing this. I'm not a professional. You guys do your own due diligence. But I've been trading for almost 6 years now, and just forget the numbers and forget everything. Think about where the sellers are, where the buyers are, where this guy's gonna come in, where that guy's gonna come in, who's gonna add, who's doing what, who has deep pockets, who's bluffing. Think about that when you're trading. So let's go to a let's say a minute or a 3 minute, right? Shorts, pain, right? Look at our resistance lines, you guys. 86.64, 86.50, 86, whatever, 86, right? Around the 86 area. In trading, it's a little flexibility. It's not perfect, you guys. It's not a perfect science. Remember, 1 + 1 = 3, in the words of Ray Dalio, okay? When it comes to trading. Guess what? This is our resistance, right? Resistance, resistance, resistance. What happened, you guys? Broke out. Remember what I said on our pattern? Remember that pattern? The pattern we were just talking about, the previous stock? Breaks out. Comes back, tests. Remember I said where I put my starter maybe position? Goes up. Comes back down. Tests again. Previous resistance becomes new support. What else is there? Remember what we put up there? Shorts, pain. So guess what they start doing? Start covering. And covering creates buying. And what happens when it gets above here, you guys? The rest of these shorts who shorted here, they're in more pain. So there's more pain right here. Pain. So we're always looking for pain levels. Pain levels. Find pain levels equals money. Pain level equals money. Remember that, you guys. Find the pain levels, right? Now we have, let me erase this. Some people don't like to listen like when you talk about, but when you talk about money, they kind of wake up, right? Now we have what? When it comes back to test here, what do we have? The same pattern again. Previous resistance becomes new support. Here, I know it's kind of high. I wouldn't buy here, but if you're that type of trader, you're comfortable entering here. Look it. Here, it's at the end of the day, so it's not really a good buy. But if this was in the morning, this would be my first entry. Maybe I would take some off top here, and maybe I would add back on here, just depending on how it's moving during the day. But is this a good buy? Yes. Is this a better buy? Yes. Way better buy. Then we take it. Guess what? What's going to happen tomorrow, you guys, or the day after, once it gets above 95.21? Can anybody answer that? Yes, pain. Pain. Yup, more pain. Let me get the damn marker. Let me calm down on the cussing, you guys, because YouTube, more pain. Right here, you guys. Right here. All this, more pain. So once it gets above here, what do you guys think it's going to happen? Does anybody kind of get it? I hope you guys I'm kind of helping you guys. I'm not really a teacher. I just like to help. I do have students, but like I don't really teach trading. I just help you get better at your trading, you guys. Get better at your technical analysis. Get better at your pain. Recognize your pain levels. Right now, if it cracks 95.21, what will happen? Volume will come in. Why? Why will volume come in? Because there's going to be automatic stop losses. There's going to be more of this here. So let's say it gets above here, right? This is the area of more pain. Let's say it does this right now in aftermarket. Let's say this is not aftermarket, but it's climbing right now, right? Let's move this out the way. It's kind of climbing right now, right? And let's say it does this right now. It breaks out. Guess what? This is previous resistance, right? Previous resistance. There's going to be a lot of stop losses in this area. But we don't want to buy a fake out, a breakout, because it could be a fake out. Because it could come like this and come right back down again. But how are we going to see? We want it to get above here. Okay, come back and test it. If it never gets there, if it gives us a higher low, higher high, even better. Okay, this is my entry, and this is where I'll take the damn trade, you guys. And after this is what would happen? More pain. Okay, more pain. You guys got to know these pain levels, you guys. $100, big psychological point, right? Same thing. Nothing changes, you guys. If I wanted to trade the $100 breakout, it's the same damn thing. Okay? If it goes up above 100, oh, wait, let me get my pen again. It goes up above 100, comes back, test it once. Let's say test it. Oh, hold on. Kind of went off screen with that. Okay, let's try it again. Let's say it breaks 100, right? It comes back, tests it once, okay, then test it twice. Doesn't have to get exactly to 100, but that's where I'll be taking this. What do we have right here? We have short sellers who shorted this top, and then we have more short sellers who shorted this top, right? So what does that mean? As soon as it goes above 105, those short sellers account are going to be in the red. So they're going to be in pain. 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 I stress this, you guys, because this is what's been working me for a few years, right? Pain. So instead of selling here, what do? I usually take off a piece if I'm in early, but I'm adding into their buying, and they're adding fuel to the fire, and this is my sweet spot. And usually I'm out quick, you guys. You always want to sell into strength. So I hope that helped you guys. I hope that helped some people. Anybody wants any free coaching sessions, I'm still offering one coaching session per student this month. Email mytradecoach23@gmail.com. Give this video a like, you guys, if it helped you. Subscribe to the channel for more videos and more understanding pain levels and understanding trading. Remember the motto, you guys. Plan the trade, trade the damn plan. Peace out.